Ah, we did it! Yay! Hi, Steph and Olga. How are you?
Hello.
To introduce to you, if you don't already know them, my friends, Steph and Olga of FlowMotion Golf. And they are fantastic people. They're coming to us from France with our little friends.
This is me.
And this is me.
Oh, well, you two are such lovebirds. Those monkeys are love monkeys there. So,
they are very loose.
yes, tell everybody the story about the monkeys.
Oh,
Oh,
the blue one.
the blue one in our room.
So I gave you guys a blue monkey when you were visiting me in the fall, and it was the same exact style animal with the long arms and the long legs, and we were talking about really being loose, arms like rope, and sure enough, you guys loved my little analogy, and so I gave you the monkey. I said, this is your parting gift.
Exactly.
And then what? You got to the airport?
And we buy another one. And we buy this one and this one. And I think, so where is the blue?
He's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
This one is making some noise. Like
Yeah.
Olga, always complaining, always a real woman. Thanks, Erica.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Well, it's good to see you and the monkeys. And, you know, that's, it's good. What we're trying to spread this wonderful message
blue
about,
one.
oh, there he is.
The blue one.
It's
This one come from your house.
Yes.
So it's all our heart.
He's the American monkey.
Okay.
So when you came to visit me, you said in the morning, you know, let us know what time we have to go to the golf course because we need some time to do our morning exercise. I said, sure, no problem. And you got up a certain amount of time early and you were doing what you told me were your 5 Tibetans. I had no idea what you were talking about. So what are the 5 Tibetans for everybody that doesn't know?
So, good. Good question. Thank you. It's a legendary story. People are saying this is the youth. This is not the eternal youth, but there is a story. There is a book, The 5 Tibetans.
Yes. But I start to do it 5 Tibetans 6 years ago. Because I feel it's not very strong in the golf course when I start to do it many competition, and I feel very tired after.
So it's 5 movements, a little bit look like a yoga or Pilates.
It's mixed.
Pilates.
Mixed.
It's a mix.
Pilates, yeah.
The first one, you want to show the first one? Just go for it. Just make that. Just 3. So we will show you the 5 position. It's not difficult, but if you do it every day, the final objective is to do it 21 so every day, but 21 repetitions. And to start and to change an habit, we know that to change an habit, it's very, very difficult. And we propose that we start with a very tiny thing, the smallest thing. So we start 3. And the first exercise is, in French, it's called the dervish tourneur. So you will.
No, you won't show?
You will be.
Yeah, I'll show you. Okay.
Just over there.
Ah bah, il faut aller là-bas.
You can see?
Non, mais regarde.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Regarde.
Bouge pas. Je vais le faire. Okay.
Where are you? Okay, good.
Perfect.
So, attends. Take a spot. Just take a precise spot.
So she's looking straight ahead at the camera every time she turns around.
It's very important to take a spot.
Yes.
Otherwise, you might be dizzy. So you just make.
C'est bon.
You just make 3. So you can use it tomorrow morning.
Right.
You start with 3.
Yes.
And you do that for 1 week, and you add 2 more each week. So the second one.
The second one is very, very easy. Il faut que tu...
Okay, I will just do something like this. So, where are you? Here?
Okay,
Perfect.
Okay.
let's go.
So lay down. Where are you? Okay, good.
Spirit.
So when you inspire, put the legs up and the chin close
Yeah.
to your lung.
That's a challenging move for a lot of people. So that's a good one.
It is. It is. So this is.
I lose my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the second one.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I
The
can see
third
how
one.
that would wake up the back and the abdominals and the neck.
And the
Yeah.
next.
The next one.
Yes.
The camel walk. So.
Yes. So breathing, right?
Yeah.
Down. Spinal
Breathe.
extension.
Yep.
Good. I could see a lot of people, if they tried this for the first time, would feel like they're gonna just fall over, you know?
Yes.
Yes, I show you.
This is the third one. We will put a link maybe somewhere. I will put a pedagogical, an educational 5 Tibetans. So the next one, number 4. So
if you're just tuning in and you're watching, they're showing us the 5 Tibetan exercises that we should do every single morning. All right, this is number 4.
So sit down and now, and Olga doesn't sit down.
Doesn't put her butt down. Okay,
No.
She holds it up, and that's a
She's
lot of
very
extension
strong.
of the shoulders. Olga was a national figure skating coach.
Yes.
In France, but
and she's
from
Russian.
Russian, so yeah, she knows what's up. She knows how to move the body.
She's like a stone. I love my little stone.
Okay.
So the last one.
The last one.
Cobra and
downward dog to Cobra. Okay. Yep. So 21 times is the goal, but start with just like small reps, maybe 3 or 4 each one. That's good. So once you do it, everyone, that was awesome. Once you do every single one 21 times, that's your morning routine, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're ready to go for the day.
Yeah.
Low impact, good for mobility, gets the blood flowing, circulation.
It is great. It's great for the physical and it's great for your mind, because we know that to be happy in your life, we need to move our body. This is the main objective.
And smile.
And to keep calm your mind.
Yeah.
The body should move and spirit and mind should be 0.
Yeah.
So when you do that every day, at the end of the 1 year, I gained 20 yards.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. We played together.
Yeah, you did. You put it very far.
I'm not, and she turned pro.
Yeah.
Starting
at
playing
what, at what age? Yeah, tell that story.
At 45 years old.
Yes, I start play very old woman. 45 years.
Yeah, you have a beautiful golf game. I was very impressed when we played together. So something, I want you to tell people, number 1, what is FlowMotion Golf? Because I can explain it, I can show drills that you've taught me that I like and concepts, but I want people to hear it from you. In a few, couple minutes, how can you sum it up? What is the one main idea of FlowMotion Golf?
So it's like a big hat where we put all the tools who enables anybody to play golf in competent unconscious. Mm-hmm. So the final objective is to become absolutely highly competent, highly skilled, with no conscious about what you are doing. Like everything you do as an expert. When you drive, you are perfectly competent unconscious, except when you drink too much. Sometimes you become competent conscious. Ooh, poop. But so it's a big hat where we need to make, like in a flower pot. You need to put many sort of flowers to make that general. I don't have the word in English, but it's because of maybe 10, 12 ingredients inside who helps people to become competent. So that means understanding the what and not the how. Mm-hmm. So everything is based on self-learning, self-discovery, self-management, self-experimentation, feedbacks, and we are much more based on learning than teaching in reality. So if we want to summarize, we start with, I learned so much with Bill Owens in 1993 or 5. I started working with Bill Owens 1995. And then for me, it was a revolution. It was the first guy just in golf saying swinging and walking, it's the same kinematic sequence. And at that time, 1995, I just look at him with big eyes, say, hey, you are from another planet. We don't play like that. We all play in a physical aspect, particularly at this time. The David Ledbetter, Nick Faldo, Nick Price on the athletic swing. So don't move feet, don't move anything. And the guy is coming from Wales, in the middle of France or middle of nowhere, and he says, "Move your body. Move your body. Just if you use the same principle, which means to move your arms, you can move your feet, and then you can move your body, and then you can use the same kinematic as walking. Suddenly, you are creating something completely unconscious and completely highly skilled because it's your swing." So it creates triangulated swing as you walk. 1995.
That's awesome. That's a great summary, especially from what I know working with you guys. So what about, you always say, we're trying to teach people to unleash their innate swing. When you say innate swing, like, sometimes people will think, well, I don't like my innate swing. My innate swing is shit. But then what is that? Can you describe the process of somebody self-discovering a natural swing and how maybe, there's different natural swings and they can work, right?
Yeah, I do believe that we're all born to do a special type of movement. So we are programmed, we've got an internal code. For example, an easy one. How do you cross your arms?
Yeah, right.
So you have the left, we are all the same. You have the left hand.
Left hand, yeah.
Yes.
You have the right hand on the left arm?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my right hand and this is put on my left arm. And some other people, we don't know why, if you are watching us at the moment, just try that. It's quite funny. Some people are putting hands below, 2 hands below.
You don't even know how to do it, right?
I don't know why. Some other are putting the left hand on the right arm. So to do this, I need to think. And now just imagine I have a coach who says to me, I am the best coach. I've got 20 world champion of arm cross championship, because there is an arm cross championship when you don't know what to do, you do that. And the coach, I do like this. And my coach is saying, no, Steph, you need to work. Every of my champions are all like this. So work. And it's difficult for me. I can't do it. I need to think. I can do it slowly, but because of a lot of work, one day I can make it. Okay. And the day of the competition, there is the referee, and he said, come on. And I do the opposite. Right, the opposite. Because my movement like this, it's already a nightmare to do it. You've got the same if you cross your hands like this.
Right.
How do you cross your hands? Who has the left thumb above the right thumb?
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
And
right
try to do opposite. Just change.
It's terrible.
It's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means we all born to do something special. We play together. I don't have an academic golf swing. My swing, it's It's like a circus.
Very artistical.
It is like a sun circus. I don't know. It's just moving everywhere, overswing everywhere, too much inside. I've got everything wrong. But I play not that bad.
Yeah, you play very well. Yeah, I can attest to that.
And this is the point. We need to help people change their mindset. There is too many people just trying to be perfect. With the left arm should be there. We are trying to coach position. We are using the technology, which is fine. Fine, no problem. But is it helping you to make a better player on the course? This is the question. So innate, it's for sure. And if you see somebody walking, I know some people who walk like this. So they will probably swing like this. I know some other people who walk like this. They will probably swing like this. I know. I do know some people who walk slow, and they will probably swing slow. And we know other people who walk fast, bang, 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 and they will swing fast. I also know a lot of people just are coming to us and say, "Hello, I'm coming for the golf lesson."
No bag.
And there is no bag. You see, there is a lot of ladies who just hold the bag, and there is no bag. And this lady, nice lady, say, I want to play golf. I come for a golf lesson. Say, "Oh yes, madam, but you need to relax a little bit just before we start." Say, "I am very relaxed." Say, "No, you will be relaxed when this will get down." So I just help her to put the arm down, and guess what? The arm it's true. It is true. So the job
it's very, very true, yes.
The job before doing anything, we need to, as you do it, because you are one of the best who are presenting the FlowMotion whole concept. With this is absolutely fantabulous. We need to find the way to let go totally.
Like a monkey.
Like the monkey.
Like the monkeys.
Like the monkey. Yes, like him. And then we can play with the flow.
It's very, very true. So where would you say somebody's out there, they're at home right now, what is a way they can improve their swing with, feeling good flow just from home? Maybe they don't have a space to hit balls, but what are some things they can do to get in touch with their natural movement or coordination maybe? What are some ideas?
I've got some ideas, but because they are home, if you are watching and take a piece of paper and a pen,
that's cool.
Take 20 seconds. Just go and get Normally home, you should have a piece of paper and a pen. Normally. On the driving range, it's not that easy. And just to understand where we want to go, you just you make your signature.
Sign your name.
So this is my signature.
Yeah, there's mine.
This is very weird. Okay. It's like my golf swing. Something like that.
We kind of match.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So now we will try. Oh no, I hate that word. Try. Michael Lebron tell me one day, said, "Steph, try. It's not good. Try means talking ridiculous about yourself. Don't try, please.
Don't try."
So sorry for that.
Okay. No, it's okay.
So we will copy slowly as you can. We will copy our own signature.
Okay.
Very slowly.
try to copy it, but
It's too quick.
Very slowly. And to be honest, mine now, it's a nightmare. I've got no idea how.
Yeah, not so much flow there.
No, no idea.
Yes, that's right. I like some of the comments coming. Somebody says, Yoda say, do or do not. There is no try. That's a good one. I like that. Okay,
So
let's see it. So yeah.
It's nonsense. I don't do this with the left hand, and you will see that with the left hand it's even worse. And if you do that quickly with the left hand, it's nonsense. So the thing is, here we are competent, conscious. We are thinking about what we are doing. Here we are competent, unconscious.
Right.
And everybody wants to be here. Everybody. If I ask anybody, I say, which one do you choose? Say, oh, the final one. Yes, but the only way you can make it this way, it's to be competent, unconscious, so you don't have to think. But okay. And if we want to polish that, if we want to make that a little bit more shiny, and the rhythm of give a good drill, a good advice to all the people watching, and thank you for that. 6 words.
Sweet.
No, don't tell me 6 words. Ah, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sweet.
No, because if we know as a learner that we can only follow big ideas, we can only follow concepts, we can only follow direction. We are not wired to understand details. We are not wired to understand sequence. So if we stay on big ideas, if I ask you, what is the big ideas of basketball? What is the only thing you cannot not do it? It's shoot up. If you stop shooting up in basketball, you stop playing basketball, right? What is the big idea in life? If you want to make sure that you are still living tomorrow, don't tell me eat and drink and make love and all that stuff. There is way much important things before that.
Oh, I know the answer.
And it is binary.
Do this.
So either
you have to breathe. You have to breathe. To breathe.
Either you breathe,
yes.
Or either you breathe and you leave. If you stop breathing, it's dead. Yeah. In golf, it's the same. We've got 6 words, 6 magic words, and for me, and all the team, and you, and we share that for a week last year in Creighton Farms. I was absolutely flabbergasted for everybody. 6 words, the power of 6 words. Come on, Olga.
Swing the weight of the club. Okay.
Swing the weight of the club. And we are doing mantras.
Mantra,
so, swing the weight of the club. Swing the weight of the club. Swing the weight of the club. Swing the weight. That's all. When we go and play golf in the car, we put some music and then we are making the mantra. Because mantra, it's something you give to your brain to stop thinking to something else. So if you arrive on the driving range and you just have those 6 words, swing the weight of the club, everything's going to be okay. Not perfect, but okay. And if we want to polish that, if we want to make that a little bit more shiny, on the rhythm of 1. So what means the rhythm of 1? Okay, is it the rhythm of 1? So when you see somebody putt, 1, 2, or somebody chip, 1, 2. So it's a low, fast. It's a slow, fast. And we can feel it's hurting, it's chaotic. Slow, fast. So if we want to swing the weight of the club nicely, we better probably understand and feel that we do, so we just send it or swing it on the rhythm of one. Here, as you can see, it's only one swing. So if I want to go further, I will go further, but I won't change the process.
Flow is not sequence.
Flow is not sequence, is saying Olga. So at the rhythm of one, it's exactly the same speed, backswing, forward, backswing, forward. And this we can't change because this is only physics. This is not human who can change physics. The issue we have when we play golf, we don't understand swing the weight of the club, and then we use our force, our physical force, to strike arm, to turn the body, to don't move this, and suddenly to make shoo, and problems arise. So, swing the weight of the club on the rhythm of one until the finish. No finish, no future. And you demonstrate it so well. That's great. Every shot you do has his own finish. When I putt at this side.
So what would you say to the golfers out there that are trying to work on building their club head speed? They're trying to hit the ball farther. What would you say to them to keep good flow, to keep it natural, but still build some speed? What would you say?
Speed is being loose. The more loose you are, so speed, it's interesting to maybe to have the right image. Let's say in your car, you know exactly where is the steering wheel, the accelerator, and the brake. Mm-hmm. No problem. You even can tell me that steering wheel is made to direct the car. The accelerator is made to move it forward, and the brake to stop it. If we were your driving coach, we've got no possibilities at all to tell you the amount of pressure you need to put on each of these three levers to pilot the way you want to drive. In your golf, it is exactly the same. The problem is golfer doesn't know where is the steering wheel. Golfer doesn't know where is the accelerator pedal and where is the brake. And the beauty is when you hit the ball, anywhere on the driving range or on the course, the ball doesn't know who holds the club. And sometimes it's better because if she knew the ball, probably it would get out. So, not him again. So the ball doesn't know who holds the club. And however, when the club will touch the ball, this will do two things, only two things. This will travel in a certain direction at a certain distance. The only thing you need to know as a golfer, what influences distance, what influences direction. And this is it. Because when you know that, then you say, okay, do I need 100% speed? Do I need to turn my steering wheel a little bit more left or a little bit more right? Or do I need to make a full swing, a three-quarter swing? And to answer your question, what are the accelerators? So I think we've to make it simple, because I don't want to go in a golfing machine details. Or I'm not that skilled. I know the story, but I'm not that skilled. But let's make it simple. If I putt, just imagine it's a putt. What do you think the ball will? Not yet. What do you think the ball will do? Where or in which of those two swings you think the ball will go further? If I only swing the weight of the club like this, or if I add my wrist action like this. So obviously, if I do this, the ball will go further. So that means this is part of your accelerator pedal somewhere. That's for sure. This it's for sure another way to create speed. So if I only swing the weight of the club at this amount of backswing, I will probably have, if I don't add the turbo, because that could be the turbo. If I don't add the turbo, I will have a certain distance. If I want to go further, I've got two options. Put like Jack Nicklaus, pick, or increase the size of the backswing. And this, keep quiet. Okay, we've got few options. Now I want to go further and further. Then I need probably to take some momentum. So when you throw anything you throw, just throw a ball. If you want to go far, you won't stay still. You won't stay blocked the 2 feet together. Don't move your head. Don't move your feet. Don't move your hips. Turn and throw. You will throw that 5 meters. You will naturally do something like this, but this is a huge movement. And this is huge because you want to go far. So the third accelerator could be the dynamic, what creates what we call the dynamic balance, this one. And also we know that some of us are creating the dynamic balance staying on the left post. So you've got the Mike Adams in your country is very good for that, to describe that. But you've got the front post, the center post, and the right post. But in the 3 case, you are moving. What FlowMotion add on that, it's if you want to have the right coordination, the rhythm of 1, so that rhythm of 1, tick, tack, tick, tack. This one, tick, tack, like a metronome, is fluctuating regarding the way you walk. So if you are a fast walker, tack, 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 then suddenly, tack, tack, you will probably move in your innate preferences differently than my wife, who just is, I don't know, slower or faster, whatever. But if you focus just rhythm of your walking, swing the weight of the club.
Do you think that somebody that has a faster rhythm typically doesn't have as long of a swing, so they're generating their speed more with their tempo, maybe? And then somebody that has a slower swing might have a longer swing as a point of energy, you know, like you're going to generate speed or momentum a little differently depending on your innate preferences and what feels good to you. Neither one is necessarily right or wrong. It's hard to have a fast, long swing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes very much sense, that's for sure. When we see Earliels, Mr. Big Easy, when you see him walking, he's really big easy, boom, boom. Swinging, it's the same. When you see Padre Garrington, he's going tink-ta, tink-ta, tink-ta. Probably a little bit shorter, probably. But as you just said, we need to discover what is good for you and stop thinking or following pictures. That
make you copy.
Copy somebody. The model, the only model, the reality of the model. I like that from Michael Ebron again. The model is the golf course. There is no better swing model than the golf course. It's the golf course who will tell you what shot you need to do at that precise moment. Mm-hmm. If you go, this is an obligation. When you see the English guys, they play 360 days with wind and rain. So they've got only 5 days on sun. For that reason, they are a little bit boring, the English. It's a joke. But they got so shitty weather over there. So just imagine you are playing with an umbrella and you are walking with the umbrella on the horizontal way like that. You won't do a swing with the left foot, right foot, let go. You will keep everything under control. And then this is another thing we need to add on the innate, because the only model is the golf course. When you play in your country, you've got so many great golf course target, then it's a different ball game.
Yeah, no, it's true. Definitely the lie you have, uneven lie, the rough or the fairway, all of that is going to dictate, you know, how good players will adapt to hit their shots. And a lot of times high handicaps or new players, they don't know how to make those adaptations until they learn, right? Until somebody teaches them or they self-discover what works, right? And yes, there's never the same swing twice, maybe in a controlled environment on a tee box, but even then, fairway bends to the right, bends to the left, it's into the wind, it's not, you know, how you're feeling early in the round, late in the round, it's hard. That's why one thing I really love, and maybe you could touch on this, is it's really not a game of consistency. We like to say that, you know, we like to preach it. It sounds good. People come to the lesson tee and they ask for consistency. I just want to be more consistent, right? But it's it's not a game of consistency when you look at it as the conversation we're having right now. But we want consistent results. What's the reality?
I want to fly like a bird. I won't, but
all right, well, you tell the Jordan Spieth story from when you visited me.
Oh, yeah. We were very impressed. The first day we came to Creighton Farms, just Mr. Half God is coming, Jordan.
Yeah,
wow.
Jordan Spieth.
Random, totally random that he was there that day.
Wow.
And he was going to be practicing and playing, but we're on the back range, and sure enough.
And we are waiting for the moment just to ask him just a little share moment with him, and ask him about consistency. I asked him, first of all, he said, I had a T-shirt with the Golf National on it.
Right.
The first thing he said, before saying hello, he said, I don't like that shirt. Remember?
Yeah.
We won the Ryder Cup. He doesn't like my shirt. So the second question I asked, I said, how many good shots? When you play a medium round, which is 68, 69, medium for them, 70, really medium, really bad one. Yeah. How many good shots do you have in your on the golf course? How many good shots did you hit? And the first answer said, I think half of them, which is only 30 good shots. But then I asked him, I said, I'm not talking about the good enough shot. I'm talking about the wow. And he said, the wow.
Sorry.
We got it. We got it. It's okay.
So the very good one. Okay, the good shot, no, c'est bon. The good shot, less than 10. And we say, Bill Owens told me that 25 years ago. He said, I think nobody is able to make more than 7 good shots a day. So yeah. I had a very nice experience with Philippe Golding, who won the French Open. Philippe is a European Tour player. And when I said that to him, I said, no, come on, Steph. I can't say the word we start with F-U. He said, no way. So, but at the end, we worked for 6 years together. At the end, he said, okay, I accept that. I accept that it's only 7 great shots. Every level has his own 7 great shots. But that means we are training for good enough shot, not for great shot. And this is where probably there is a missing link with our golf amateurs. They all think that they can make good shot all the time. And as you said, then they are asking for consistency. I like, again, that sentence from Michael Ebron. He says, in your life, what do you want to be what do you want in your life, in your golfing life? What do you want to be the most? Consistent or happy with your game? And you got only one answer. So, What do you want to be in your golfing life? Consistent or happy with your game? And you can't say both. It's too easy. So 100% are saying, I want to be happy with my game. 100%. So if you want to be happy with your game, you need, because this is a need to accept that golf, it's not a game of consistency. It's a game of inconsistency. The quickest you get in that story, the quickest you will get out of the golf course happier. And you will understand how much variability will be the challenge. And thanks to Lynn and Lynn Marriott and Pia Nilsson, who are the best for that, how to challenge and manage variabilities, because golf, it's not a technical story. It's a physical story, it's an emotional story, mental story, social story. So all those
technical, but
outside focus will influence your own technique. So it's impossible, as you said, but we are so not many people. There is not many coaches and many people who are just telling the truth. Everybody wants to sell something. Everybody will say, okay, with me, you will be consistent. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a big lie. It's impossible. It's impossible. You can't. We can play a very good golf with no consistency. And this is the game. This is the aim. How to play a very good golf with no consistency.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that goes back to self-love and having a realistic expectations of what good enough is. It's a game of good misses, as it's been said many, many times, right? So elevating your misses to the point where you're getting more good misses is really the game, because if we have 7 to 10 wow shots and then we have probably a handful of not so good ones, we're all going to have misses that are worse. Hopefully we can limit those, but it's those average shots, and that's what we're left to play golf with. How can you make the most out of that part of your game, which is the bulk of your performance as a human being, and managing your ability to react to it well, right? Not over emotionally, accepting where those good misses are, how it makes you feel, how you're going to move forward when you hit it, applauding yourself for a good miss as opposed to beating yourself up, and moving on. That's a big part of the training that we can do, even like now from home, is getting that mindset, practicing that mindset.
Yeah.
And
it's probably the best moment to change the mindset. At the moment, just have a look back, sit back, think a little bit about all you are saying. This is so sensing. This makes so big sense for us. And this is normal. And then we will have more and more players on this planet happy. And that means we will have more and more citizens, because we can become happy citizen golfer, which is the aim, including the kids. Yeah.
It's 100%, 100%. So what should people look for from you for the next few weeks? I know you're doing some live on YouTube, you're doing some different videos, you have the online training course. Talk a little bit about more resources you're doing right now, that how people can learn from you.
We are really doing our best to do our videos in French and in English, which is easy to say, but you know how many times we need to make one video and then make it in French and in English, and not boring people, because all our followers are saying, oh, but this is the same in English. So we are really doing our best for that. And we've got also 2 training online. But the first one is the one you have on your website, and thank you to host that, how to unleash your innate swing. So there is all the process to discover step by step how you will swing as you walk, and how can you reach that state of competency and conscious, which is the final objective. And the second training online will be available probably, no, it's already available, but it's not available. It's finished. We need to just make a few corrections, the last corrections in English. So obviously we speak in English. And the second one will be very complementary, talking about how can we have the fundamentals to have an efficient natural swing. Because if we can say that a swing is a circle, so it's for us, the first step is to create that innate circle around you, which is easy to say, not easy to do. So this is with the first training online. And the second one is to help people understand that if you don't touch the ground, because every circle, when there are, I don't have any circle here, but when you put a circle on the tangent, the circle is relying on only one point, which we called the lowest point of the circle.
Right. Your natural swing has to match up to where the low point of the golf swing needs to be to hit the ball efficiently.
Because you will find yourself very, very quickly, if you hit the ground a little bit before the lowest point, a little bit after, a little bit high, you will go from air shot, thin shot, fat shot, and suddenly all your confidence will get down, and you will look for a solution in a position again, and then you're dead again. So the second part is just it's a missing link. So we are very proud to say we are putting all those two together, and the second one will be available before the end of May, that's for sure.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. I liked your live or YouTube video that you sent me the link for with the juggling yesterday. That was really good. So I got such a kick out of it. It's such a good analogy. See, the best thing, not only do we share about a lot of similar ideas about the golf swing, but the presentation and the analogy is very, very important for people to learn through stories, learn through feels. So show us, Olga, because you were not a very good juggler. You're not, I'm putting on the spot. You're not a very good juggler.
I just trained.
She's been practicing juggling. That was Steph, I guess, gave her this task as
I practice 10 minutes every day. But I start for simple exercise, only one ball, my right hand, left hand.
Even this is not easy.
And after I cross, 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 cross.
Throw, catch.
Throw, catch. And after a 3 ball.
Nearly.
Okay,
again.
Throw, catch. Okay.
I'm not ready. I need more training.
She needs to warm up.
Yes,
yeah.
I need to train something 10 minutes maybe.
Good. But I think what was interesting in the video, great job, Olga. I think what was interesting in the video is you were talking about, first of all, when you just threw the ball one at a time, feeling the weight of the ball,
exactly.
You know?
Yes.
And then,
it's very important.
Steph gave you the visual. Steph gave you the big idea of thinking about throwing the balls up to the corners of this imaginary box.
Rectangle. Yes.
And then hitting those visual checkpoints, your body just got coordinated to make that happen, and then you added a little bit more, and now you can juggle.
Rectangle.
So can you show where is the two corners of the rectangle? Attends, montre avec les deux mains.
Yeah.
Avec les balles. Là. So these are the two dots.
Right.
We need to reach. So if you throw one ball, you practice to throw one ball to that dot. And it's not easy.
No.
It's not easy at all.
Right.
And then you throw from the left.
And I love this because this is so relatable. I mean, when you talk about getting somebody to match up their swing circle to the right spot at the bottom of the swing so it matches up, you're giving somebody a big idea. You're giving them a framework, a box, a checkpoint, and then their body will figure out how to make that happen. it's kind of the same thing here, and you're just building on those little baby steps. So I think it's a really good little analogy that you guys put together and a good demonstration of skill building.
And also we said juggling. Okay.
We put the camera.
Juggling, it's not this. This is not juggling. This is the final result.
Right.
He's very strong.
This is not juggling. Juggling is spending your time getting down. Just say,
lots of failure. Lots of failure, because wast what is fail is what, Steph? You taught me this, and Michael Hebron taught it to you.
First access into learning.
That's right.
It is. And it doesn't really matter. We just miss, miss. Okay, again. Start again and again. Why people, when they miss in their practicing session, they get annoyed 5 minutes later? Why? I don't know why. Just learn how to miss, and then learn how to miss differently, and learn to ask questions to yourself. Each time you miss, try to find something positive. So, did I make my finish? Oh, no. Okay, so ask question. Did I put some speed? Where was the speed from? Here, there at the bottom, there. Was I coordinated? Did I swing the way? Did I swung the way to the club? So if people are asking questions, like us, we ask questions all the time, but we ask questions to help people ask themselves questions, because at the end, asking questions, you will find out every answers. All the answers are inside the player.
Yeah. Fantastic, Steph. Well, we're almost at the end of our time. It's giving me less than 2 minutes we have remaining. So we'll have to say no. It goes fast. 1 hour already.
Oh, yeah, 1 hour. Great.
So we'll have to do this again. We'll do this again soon, maybe next week. And, you know, we'll just talk some more about different ideas. I had a whole bunch of questions we didn't even get to. So next time we'll go asking more questions.
Because I speak too much. I'm sorry for that.
No, you speak just fine. Everybody said I love his accent and her accent. I love it.
You got a perfect accent.
You just have to embrace it.
It's perfect accent, smart.
Yeah, perfect accent is yours. I will be live with on that immersion week if you want to go and join maybe next Friday, so in 2 days, 7 p.m. We will put the link somewhere. There is Sasha McKenzie, Chris Como, Rick Shields, Dr. Scott Lynn.
Who's hosting that? What is the pro's name that's hosting?
Sergio Cole Diaz.
Okay.
Sergio Cole Diaz. We will put the link somewhere. So I'm very proud to be part of those top class world coaches. It's great. And I'm so glad to see you.
Me too.
We miss you so much.
Oh, miss you too.
And you are, for us, the best FlowMotion coach in the world.
Oh. Well, thank you. I'm trying hard to keep the message going here with all of our ideas together, and, you know, coming up hopefully with some new ways we can spread it. If you're out there and you're a coach, keep in touch. We got to say goodbye.